Welcome to this week's video. We're going to talk about the KFX400s and LTZs. I mean, should you buy one or not? Is it worth it? And you know, now in 2024, almost 25. I mean, they're good bikes for sure if you can get them cheap. But there's a lot of problems with them too. I've owned two. I've owned the LTZ and I've owned the KFX. Same thing as the KFX400 too. I've never even seen one of them, but I have a KFX at this moment. I sold my LTZ a couple years ago. So this one right here, I got it. It was blown up, and it wasn't really blown up bad. It's just valves. Valves are bad. Someone bent them, put hot cams in it, bent the valves. Yeah, I mean, they're really nice four-wheelers. I mean, once you get them right, man, they're nice. I put in a clip of it running fully here in a minute though. But yeah, I mean, most of the time these valves get bent because either one, these timing chain tensioners like to fail. Those factory ones like to fail. So you probably should go and get an aftermarket one. I don't have one on it right now. I have a factory one on it. I would recommend putting an aftermarket one on it. I just haven't done it. And whenever those tensioners fail, the timing chain slips, bends the valves. So that's one thing that always happens to them. My last LTZ, that happened to it. So this one was a different basically it was taking real bad. I know it is right now. It's taking right now. It needs to be shimmed again, because I'm just now breaking this motor in. So basically they went in and put hot cams in it thinking that fixed the tick. They got it out of time and bent the valves. It wasn't the tensioner's fault, it was whoever's working on it. Yeah, I mean, one thing you should go ahead and probably delete though are the rear park brake, because it never works. I like to put a different set of bars on it. I like putting exhaust on it. This one has got basically brand new Lex. I put on it right when I rebuilt the motor. It's got a JD jetting kit in it too, because it was not running right too. Now it's barely even touching it. And those starter clutches are really bad. This one's bad right now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. They're known to fail. My last LTZ had it fail too. Yeah, I mean, a lot of time those radiator guards are missing, so you watch out for that. So in 2003 they had the piggyback, I guess call them the pogo sticks, not piggyback, pogo sticks on it. I had this 2003, and then I did have a 2006 LTZ, and the LTZ that was in 2006 had reservoirs on the shocks. The frames are also a little different between the two. In 2006, the frames were braced up a little better. Like this one right now has got a split in it up here towards the front. In 2006, they were better. They were braced up better. They didn't crack or split as easy. These 03 frames were known to split, so if you're looking at one, make sure to look over it real good. The frame and stuff, see if it's split. So, also another thing that's known for failure is the 03 swing arms. 03 swing arms are known to crack. In 06, they put a different swing arm on them, and they were way beefier. It was a beefier swing arm in 06. That one's an 03, so it doesn't have the beefier swing arm. I am planning on one day swapping this frame out to a 06 frame and 06 rear end, but I'm just waiting to find the right deal on one. I put different tires on it and stuff aftermarket. I got OEM ones over here on my DS in there. They come off of this. DS's sure same thing. I know it's been doing it about DS, but it does. Yeah, they're nice bikes and they run good for sure. They have reverse. This one, the cable's messed up on it right now. But versus most of the sport quads don't have reverse. So yeah, I mean, throw some clips of it running here and probably driving it some. Yeah, I mean, they've got their problems. These shocks are known, the shocks are awful on LTZs, especially if you're coming for something like that. It's awful, and that doesn't ride good either. Renegades don't ride good either, but this thing rides like it's beating every looking crap out of you. Probably because the shocks are blowing out, but I'm also planning on getting a set of 06 shocks. I just, like I said, waiting on the right deal. I want to buy a 06 LTZ if anybody's got one. I don't need a motor. I just want the chat frame. I take the whole chassis, no motor. I don't want the motor. Yeah, my plastics are, someone decided they were spray paint them, so they're bad. But put some work on them, they'll be alright. Yeah, these they're nice bikes. I've had 2 of them, and I'm just telling you all things that have failed on me. I rode a LTZ everywhere I rode it. In Wildcat, off-road park here in Kentucky. I rode it on Hatfield McCoy trails. I blew it up on that Hatfield McCoy trails. Yeah, it'd been everywhere here in Kentucky. It rode in all sorts of places, but I blew it up and then didn't have time for it and got rid of it. Yeah, those timing chains though, they like to slip. I'd recommend just putting a different tensioner in there and you'll be alright. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely open them up too, mod the airbox and give them more power, put a set of hot cams in it. This one's got stage 2 hot cams in it, with a hot, new timing chain and all. They're not hard to work on. Parts are cheap for them compared to a lot of these 4-wheelers. That DS in there, I mean, it's a buttload of money to get parts for it. Yeah, it's a good bike if someone just wants something to ride and not cost a lot of money. So, not cost a lot of money. If you can find one cheap, they're good. I'm not saying I would buy one even if it wasn't cheap. If I got a nice one, they're nice bikes. I mean, I've had YFZs, I've had DSs, I've had, yeah, I mean, I've rode Raptors and 400DXs and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, definitely comparable to a 400DX, but 400DXs are just getting so outrageous. Everybody wants so much money for them. Other than this one's water cooled versus your 400DX air cooled. Yeah, this week's video is probably not going to be much of anything. I ain't got nothing to do because I got parts I got to order for this. Yeah. Start it one more time. Starter clutch. Needs to be shooting one more time. You can hear it. Stage 2 hot cams have a bit different in the aisle too. And this is missing a lot of time too. The key switch shits. I've modded mine before and it had the key switch in it, but I'm gonna get a hood to go over this, cover these up, because I don't think I want to do it there anymore. Yeah, I mean, they're not bad bikes. I've done a lot of work to this one though too. This one was really bad off whenever I got it. I traded a GTR 125 to it. it was a small wheel TTR125 that I'd gotten down here this holler for $300, and I put like 50 bucks in it and had it running. So all in total, I bought the thing technically for $350. So I've got easily 700 in it probably, which is not bad for what I got right here. $700, $800 is probably what I got in it. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna cut to some B-roll with this thing. And yeah, I mean, that's me for this video. I don't got much anything to take a video about this week. Parts, waiting on parts, stuff like that. We post every Sunday, every Sunday night. So yeah, I'm trying to grow my channel some, so wouldn't mind subscribe, like, that kind of stuff. Help me out. So I'll let y'all go, cut to the B-roll of this thing, and yeah.